What's happening, guys? So, match preview Arsenal versus Brentford. And this is the reverse fixture now from the previous game early on in the season when we beat them 3-0 at their ground. Now, this time, we are at the mighty Emirates Stadium, right? So, let's get into it. So, let me bring up the match preview. So, we have Arsenal, up against it. Because Brentford have been playing all right in recent times, right? I think down here it says somewhere they've avoided defeat in half of their Premier League games this season when conceding first. That's 4 draws, 4 losses. You know what I mean? So it's a stat to think about because we're up against it. You know what I mean? We're at home, but that doesn't mean that we're just going to walk past everyone. You know what I mean? Considering Brentford's form recently, they have been playing some all right football. You know what I mean? Obviously, the usual suspects are still out for us. El Nenny's still out, and looks like El Nenny's his time might be done at Arsenal. His injuries lengthy. You know what I mean? Gabriel Jesus is yet to come back. Reece Nelson he's out. Smith Rowe still out, but the usual suspects otherwise are still back. Now, if we look at the head-to-head between Arsenal and Brentford, Brentford are not really a slouch. You know what I mean? They're not a slouch of a football team. Obviously, we beat them 3-0 early on in the season, and they actually won at the Emirates in a friendly. Believe it or not. Let me check who was playing in that game. Nketiah was playing. He scored anyway. I can't see who was playing for us, but Nketiah played and scored in that game, and we scored first in that game. I know it's only a friendly, but it's like Brentford. There's still no slouch in my opinion. Now, last season we beat them 2-1 at the Emirates, and then we beat them 4-0 in a friendly game in between the season. But the first game of last season they beat us 2-0. So and in 2020 they beat us at Emirates I think it was a friendly. Yeah, it was a friendly. I know these are friendlies, but last time we played them before 2020 was 2018 and beat them 3-1. And that was in a League Cup. But yeah, obviously 5 points clear at the top of the table over Man City. We've got 2 game in hands over third place Manchester United. One of our game in hands is next week Monday against Manchester City, and then we play on it's the first week in March anyway. We play Everton. That is when finally we know now our home game fixture with Everton, that's our game in hand. That's when it's going to be played. So it's going to be interesting what we do in those game in hands. It's going to be very interesting because obviously everything that's going on with Manchester City right now, it could shake up the season, it might not. Man United are the next up should that happen. And my video previously I said, if it's Man U that we're up against, I'm confident that we've got enough to pull through. But at the same time, we do need to win our game in hands. I mean, when we beat City and we beat Everton, we're in a good position if we do that. You know what I mean? So if we look at the... we've looked at the head-to-head. But yeah, Brentford's form. You know what I mean? The last game, they won. They beat Southampton. They drew away at Leeds. They beat Bournemouth. Lost to West Ham. See, them losing to West Ham was a bit suspect. You know what I mean? They beat Liverpool. And they beat West Ham in, last year, which was their first time meeting. So Brentford's form recently has been all right. They've actually been all right this season. I thought that they'd struggle after last season. I thought, oh yeah, here we go, first season syndrome. But no, they've actually been all right. Whereas Arsenal, we're coming off the back of 2 losses in a row in all competitions. Obviously we lost to Everton in the Premier League last week and lost to Man City in the FA Cup the week before. But other than that, it's been wins, apart from the first game of this year, which was against Newcastle. So yeah, I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm thinking we can't be slipping here. It's not a place to slip. We're at home to Brentford. It's not like it's an away fixture. It's a home fixture. So there's no excuse now for dropping any points at all. We go there, well, they come to us, and we get 3 points. Simple as. Nothing less. I don't care if it's a 1-0 win. As long as we play good and we win. You know what I mean? So, what am I expecting from this game? Well, I'm expecting Partey to start. You know, it's only when you look at the games that we lost this season that you actually realise how important he is. You know what I mean? That's when you realise how important Partey is. You know, it's mad, but that's what's been shown. All the games that we've lost, he's not played, or he's only played half the game, if that. And I have to say, we signed Jorginho, so you know, I'm hoping that, you know, we see some sort of masterclass from him any games that he's involved in. As for Jakub Kiwior, if that's how you pronounce it, I don't know if it's Kiwior. He's yet to start a game. I'm assuming that he's going to be playing in the Europa League games, because at the end of the day, he's a left-sided centre-back, which is Gabriel's position. And Gabriel isn't coming out of that team anytime soon. He's actually been quite good this season. To say that at the start of the season, I thought if anything's going to crumble, it's going to come from that area. But he is actually grown on me as Gabriel. Ben White needs to... I don't know what's going on, but he's not been looking the same for a while now, since maybe the Newcastle game, since the turn of the year, I think. He hasn't been looking himself. No overlaps from him in the Everton game. So I don't know what's going on, but he needs to fix up. You know what I mean? Because we can't afford now to be slipping up. But what's happening is the team is starting to get fatigue. That's what's happening. This team is starting to get fatigue, right? And the players are feeling it. You know what I mean? We're starting the same team every game, basically. You know what I mean? And this is something that can bite you in the ass later on. Because come next season, half this team might be riddled with injuries now because of everything they've done this season. This is why what we do in the transfer window is crucial. You know what I mean? We don't just sign anyone willy-nilly either, because Jorginho, to me, is a willy-nilly signing. You know what I mean? You're just making up numbers. You know what I mean? Odegaard, again, don't know what's happening with him. But he needs to fix it. You know what I mean? Because we've got a league title to win here. People say it's ours to lose. So we've got, you know what I mean? I'm just hoping that it was just a little blip. You know what I mean? It's a little blip. That's it. We'll be all right now, sort of thing. That's what I'm hoping. Because after Brentford, we've got Manchester City at home. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at that, and it's like, we beat Brentford. Whatever City do against Villa, that's what they do. But when it comes to that game against Man City, it's either going to be a chance to pull back 5 points clear or a chance to pull 8 points clear. You know what I mean? But either way, we need a W. It's as simple as that. Anyways, in fact, I'll give my match score prediction. I'm going with Arsenal 2-0. I think every time I do a match prediction, I never give Arsenal a clean sheet, but I'm going to give us a clean sheet on this one. I'm going to go with Arsenal 2-0. That's my score prediction for this game. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know, follow all the socials. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll catch you guys for the match reaction. Hopefully, we're in a good place by the time I do the match reaction, hopefully. But we will see. Anyways, catch you guys in a bit. Peace.